Hello, everyone. This is Kelly with The Well Life. Thanks for joining me today. Here on my channel, I like to talk about all things well, and that includes your physical well being, your mental well being, and your spiritual well being. In today's video, I want to talk about being the innkeeper in your life and not a security guard of your life. And so, with that, I mean, a lot of us guard ourselves throughout life because we haven't taken the time to go deep within and make peace with what all's going on inside. And if we do that, though, it allows us to live life more full instead of taking life with the approach of a security guard and always guarding ourselves, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that way. I'm not going to allow that into my life. I'm not going to seek that out, all because I'm afraid of what all's going on inside of me. So I haven't taken the time to be the innkeeper of my life. I've just been a security guard. But I want to help you and give you some tips so that you can go from being a security guard and go to being an innkeeper. And this will lead you to, I believe, a more uh, powerful and meaningful life. So I want to give you some tips here. And the first one is practice mindfulness. And I know that I repeat a lot of things, but let me say this: repetition will create progress. So when you hear something over and over and over again, right? If you're being suggested to do something and you've heard it here and then you've heard it again and then you've heard it again and then you've heard it again, you begin to think, hey, that might actually work. So I know that I give you tips on things, and a lot of times the tips might be repetitious or like, well, you said that about the last thing. But when they're powerful, they're powerful. And when they work, they work. So one of the tips to go from being a security guard in your life to being just the innkeeper, that means you're taking care of everything that's going on inside of you, mentally, physically, spiritually, all of that, so that your life is full of wellness. One of the things to do that, the way to do that is mindfulness. And then, of course, I talk about meditation. So, mindfulness and meditation kind of go hand in hand. But that is a step, and you could do that to become one step to become more of an innkeeper. The second thing is just cultivate self awareness, okay? And I do this by journaling. So my thoughts, I get them out on paper at least once a week, hopefully more if you can. Just do whatever feels right for you. So journal when it feels right for you, like, man, I need to spill some of this out of me. When you're writing it, it is absolutely becoming more apparent to you, like, wow, all of this is actually going on, or wow, this is how I actually feel. So when you're journaling, because you're writing, it's a little more ingrained. You are at the same time getting it out, but at the same time becoming aware of it. So that's powerful. Self awareness through journaling. That way you can see what's going on. What am I holding inside? What have I got bottled up? What do I need to spill out of me, right? So that's number two. Number three, listen to your body's signals. Our bodies signal us. I have said in other videos, and I've said to acquaintances and friends and clients, your body is a genius. It is a genius. So it will signal you, be that, aches or just that, gut feeling or those bits of intuition or, any sign that your body is signaling to you. Become aware of those, okay? Become aware of those. Do not just push that away, set that aside, or ignore your body's signals. Your body is a genius. So it's telling you something, and you should slow down and see, what is that? Why am I feeling that? Whatever it may be, a discomfort or some sort of tension. Does it set in your chest, right? You got some discomfort in your back or whatever it may be. Pay attention. See if you can understand what that is and why it's there. Okay. Number 4 is get silent and don't be afraid to have some solitude, okay? Some of us are afraid of it. Some of us love the solitude. But more so, it's about quieting your mind because our minds go 150 miles an hour, and that's probably too slow. That's probably not even as fast as they actually go. But you get my drift. They're just constantly going. But if you can find the time to just, even if it's just for a few minutes, get in solitude and find silence. And there again, that just helps to nurture your inner being, what's going on inside. And it helps you to then reflect and become aware and become mindful, which are the steps that I mentioned ahead of this. But this will help you. So, this is another layer, okay? Becoming silent and getting in solitude, if it's just for a few moments, it is powerful. And number 5 is do the things that bring you joy. Do the things that you love and that you are passionate about. I know you might not think you can't do them all the time, but that is not what I'm saying. But do those things, allow those things into your life. Don't push them aside. Don't push them away and tell yourself that you don't have time for them. Allow them, because when you do that, man, I think that is when you do find some clarity and you will say to yourself, wow, this is the way I want to feel more often. And then you will begin to say, how, no matter what, I'm going to find time for these things. Okay? So joy and passion, just whatever brings that bit of excitement, because joy and passion is that's that inside, that's your probably your soul, right? So find time for those things because it will help you tremendously when you're working on grasping and becoming more in tune with your inner being, with that inner knowing. And this helps you to stop being it's in such a security guard mode, right? Where everything you do is guarded. You won't step forward. You won't go into that relationship. You won't take that job. You won't move over here. You won't become friends. You won't get out into society more. You won't, because you're guarded, because you're guarded. So these help you become more of an innkeeper. You go through life now saying, hey, no, I'm just going to be more aware of my inner needs, and I'm going to nurture them. And then I don't have to be so guarded. So let me just kind of give you then to the powerful uh, the value in being more in tune with your inner knowing. Understanding your inner being is essential for living a more authentic and fulfilled life. When you're aligned with your inner state, you become less guarded and restricted because you're no longer battling the internal conflicts and those societal expectations, right? We don't have to battle those. We do not. You start to trust yourself more. You make decisions from a place of confidence and inner clarity, and that feels good. That feels really good. Create boundaries that honor your well being, your needs, and your desires. Okay? This alignment allows you to move through life with ease and confidence, free from the need to control or protect yourself constantly. And a lot of us do this, right? We're always trying to protect ourselves. But we do need to be vulnerable at times in life. We really do, because it will lead to a more fulfilling life. So living from your inner knowing helps you let go of fear and self-doubt, enabling you to open up to new experiences and opportunities without hesitation. The more connected you are with your inner self, the more resilient and adaptable you become, making it easier to navigate life's challenges with grace and trust. Ultimately, this leads to a life of greater joy, freedom, and purpose, allowing you to truly live from a place of inner peace. And that is powerful. So I hope that you will go back and listen to these steps and take them seriously. Go from being a security guard of your life to the innkeeper of your life and see how powerful it becomes. This is Kelly with The Well Life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, your lifestyle is a choice. Choose well.